true patient love, and all of us command, car ton bras c'est porter l'épée, io c'est porter la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you. The next Tamil Thai வாழ்த்தை வழங்குவதற்காக Andrina Gangadharan and Jasmita Gangadharan. Ladies and gentlemen, many of our members have gone before us as they have put a solid foundation for us to have this organization stand strong for 40 years. We remember them now, and also we remember the Tamil brothers and sisters who have given their life for what they have believed for freedom for each one of us. Let us observe a moment of silence. Thank you. You may all sit. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, SACEM turns 40. And as family members of SACEM, we are happy to see all of you join us here this evening to celebrate this very special celebration. We are honored to have special dignitaries who are present here today to give their well wishes, and we are honored to have the Honorable Minister of Crown Indigenous Relations, Gary Anandasankari, MP for Scarborough Rouge Park. At this time, I have a great pleasure of welcoming him to say a few words. Let's give him a big round of applause as he is a son of our community.
Thank you. Thank you, Jude. Good to see everyone today on this very special celebration. SACEM turns 40 also means that our community turns 40. As you know, SACEM was started in 1983, soon after the anti-Tamil programs in Sri Lanka that resulted in tens and thousands of Tamils coming to Canada, including through what was called the Special Measures Program that was initiated by the government at that time, that welcomed 1,880 Tamils here. And that was a result of the advocacy of many who were living in Canada at that time. So there was a need for representation, especially on resettlement, and a number of Tamil Canadians at that time got together and started SACEM. And I've had the pleasure of working with many, having met and been mentored by many over the years. They are visionary leaders of our community that not just started SACEM, but also helped found many other organizations, including the Canadian Tamils Chamber of Commerce and the Gala Co-op at Lansdowne, as many of you may know. So I'm fortunate to have witnessed this in my 40 years in Canada and to see the enormous growth of the community. And with the growth of the community is also the incredible successes that we see in all aspects of life, whether it is in the arts, in social services, in business, and in politics. And I'm so proud that this community organization has given so much to this community over these years. I do want to close with a very special story. So, as you know, Mrs. Rajanayagam was one of the founders of this organization. She passed on many years ago. And when we were doing the Tamil Heritage Month legislation, I was looking through history, through so many different sources. Finally ended up calling her daughter, who was in Saskatoon at that time, and she gave me a landing card from 1958. Solomon Rajanayagam came here, and his task was to survey the St. Lawrence Seaway. And you'll notice that both his and Mrs. Rajanayagam's identity cards, landing cards, were actually still what we call a very important historical fact. And that's what we used when we did both the first Tamil Heritage Month celebration in Ottawa, but also the years since. And I had the opportunity to, in fact, meet with her grandson, Adrian, who's also in Saskatoon, and the enormous connection that they have to this community as throughout these years. And there are many, many, many more families like that have come here, worked hard for Canada, made sure that Canada is a better place because of them. But also this organization is built to serve us all. So I want to say thank you to SACEM. Thank you to all the many, many leaders who have been instrumental in leading this organization. And I would like to present a very small token of my memento to celebrate this 40th anniversary. And I wish all of you and this organization particularly 40 more years of success. Thank you.
Can I invite the President of SACEM to come forward? Chandrika? Ladies and gentlemen, when a minister of the Crown talks about SACEM and knows the history so well, it's proud for all of us to be here this evening. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to Gary Anand Sangri. ஆடி பாடி வேலை செய்தால் அலுப்பிருக்காது, அதில் ஆணும் பெண்ணும் சேராவிட்டால் அழகிருக்காது. So this has been a thing that SACEM always follows, right? What it means is that when you sing and dance, and there are men and women who are part of an organization or something that you're doing, you will always have fun. So the organizing committee has always had fun, and they have two small requests from all of you. It is that you all enjoy this evening, but when you enjoy, be responsible in what you drink. And if you drink, please do not drive. These are the two conditions. We want you to have a great time, drink responsibly, and if you do drink, please do not drive. See, the president, she'll arrange the Uber, right? Oh, the president is watching seriously. All right. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be a fun evening. We have lots of entertainment. We have special dignitaries who will be coming us to congratulate SACEM as it turns 40. So, as you look at the stage, there are three young people who are ready to perform for us. So we have from the Varnam School of Music, Varna Rameswaran's students, Madangi Purnalingam on Buna, Ilankumaran Rameswaran on keyboard, and Nandini Fine Arts Director, Mirudanga Master Narendra Tillambalam on tabla. So ladies and gentlemen, let's enjoy this music. மிக அழகாக எங்களுக்கு இசை வழங்கிய மூவர்களுக்கும் மீண்டும் ஒரு முறை உங்கள் மனம் நிறைந்த கரவொலி ஒலிக்கட்டும். And ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the gold sponsors, I'd like to welcome Mr. Kumar Pudidavel to please come up to give an appreciation of certificate to the three performers. Also, can I invite the performers who perform the Canadian National Anthem and the Tamil Thai Valtu, Charun Jitendra, if I can ask you to please come forward. And if I can also invite Andrina Gangadharan and Jasmita Gangadharan to please come forward. And the performers, Madangi Puvanalingam, Ilankumaran Rameswaran, and Narendra Tillayambalam. And ladies and gentlemen, it is very nice to have members of our community represent us at Queen's Park and in the Parliament. We have one such member of our community, MPP Vijay Thanihasalam, who is here with us this evening, and we are very honored to have him here and call him one of our own. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your welcome to welcome MPP Vijay Thanihasalam, Associate Minister of Transportation, MPP Scarborough Rouge Park. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is.
Thank you, Judana, for that kind introduction. Good evening, everyone. It's my honor to be here to celebrate the 40th anniversary milestone with you all. Having an organization and making it a functional organization for a few years is a difficult task nowadays. But SACEM is celebrating the 40th anniversary means there were a lot of sacrifices, there are a lot of family time has been put into this organization. So having said that, I just want to recognize each and every past executives, board members, staff, volunteers and presidents for their hard work. As a next generation, we are just starting in the path that you all walked before us. So congratulations. And thank you for all the work SACEM and the past presidents and executive has done. So as a new generation, I just want to take this opportunity, this podium to thank each and every one of you. When I walked into this hall, I can see there are like the movers and shakers of the community who had drastically contributed a lot for our community are sitting in this hall. By experience and by age, I'm in a very, very beginning stage. So all I can say is SACEM is much older than I am. And when I see the SACEM's tagline, lend a hand, sometimes when we lend a hand to help someone who needs help, it could be we could be lending a hand for their lifeline. We can actually change their life. When I came to this country at the age of 14 and started grade 9 in just 7 days, I did not know anyone here except my family members. And then my teachers, they lent their hand to teach me the language, how to even navigate high school in Canada. And when I went to work part-time at a banquet hall like this in the back kitchen to dishwash, there was an uncle standing next to me, and then uncle said, Vijay, I have a daughter in your age. In Canada, I know you are new, but in Canada, if you work hard and if you dedicate towards whatever, Tamil sonna vera endha thuraila nee padichalum, whichever industry you want to go to, if you focus, you can achieve anything. And he said that in a similar banquet hall like this in the back of the kitchen when we were dishwashing. And whatever that he said, that embedded in my mind since the age of 14, 15 and 16, because they put that seed at such a young age. So I'm sure SACEM has done that put the seed in a young minds to become someone who will contribute back to the community. Or they probably helped a newcomer to settle down to sponsor their family. Or they helped a senior to navigate the health system in Canada. Or in the recent years, I have seen SACEM's been doing a lot of university affairs to make sure our next generation choose the course and programs that they want to pursue as a higher education. Whether it's for seniors or newcomers or for next generation, they lend that hand. Because of those hands and because of many of them, in Tamil they said, எங்கட சமூகத்தில் இருக்கிற நிறைய ஆளுமைகள், because of அப்படியான ஆளுமைகளின் அளப்பெரிய ஒரு தியாகத்தால தான் நாங்கள் இங்கே இருக்கிறோம். அப்படி எனக்கு கொடுத்த ஒரு உதவிக்கரங்களால தான் உங்களுக்கு முன்னால நான் நிக்கிறேன். அதே மாதிரி எனக்கு பிறகு வரப்போற ஜெனரேஷன், அதாவது இப்ப நாங்கள் சொன்ன மாதிரி 14 வயசுல வந்து இப்ப எக்ஸாக்ட்லி 2023 if உங்களோட சப்போர்ட்ல if I am standing here as உங்களோட சப்போர்ட்டோட as an associate minister, எங்களோட அடுத்த ஜெனரேஷன் organization like SACEM, they can definitely become the next Prime Minister of Canada. ஏன்னா நான் தனியா இவ்வளவு தூரம் வர முடியாது. எங்களோட அடுத்த ஜெனரேஷனும் உங்களோட எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் உங்களோட கைடன்ஸ் இல்லாம வர முடியாது. We might have bundle of energy, but experience அது அடிபட்டு வந்தா தான் அந்த எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் வரும். அது இங்க இருக்கிற இந்த ஹாலுக்குள்ள இருக்கிற நிறைய பேர் அந்த எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் பட்டிருப்பீங்க. Not just experience giving back to the community, but also in 70s and 80s அந்த குளிருக்குள்ள ஒரு பஸ் 2 பஸ் எடுத்து வேலைக்கு போன எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸும் எங்களுக்கு எல்லாம் இருந்திருக்காது. சோ உங்களோட கைடன்ஸோட SACEM ஆர்கனைசேஷன் இன்னொரு அடுத்த 40 வருஷத்துக்கு உங்களோட எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் மட்டுமே எங்களோட அடுத்த தலைமுறையோட நீங்கள் ஷேர் பண்ணினண்டா, SACEM சொல்ற அந்த யூனிட்டியோட ஷேர் பண்ணண்டா, நிச்சயமா நான் சொல்றேன், நாங்கள் கனடால மட்டும் இல்லாம புலம்பெயர்ந்த தேசங்கள்ல இந்த பூமி பந்துல பறந்து விரிந்து வாழ்ந்து கொண்டிருக்கிற தேசங்கள்ல அடுத்த தலைமுறை அடுத்த கட்டத்துக்கு வரும். அந்த தலைமுறை தங்களோட துறையில ஒரு படி மேல போய் ஒரு தலைமத்துவ பதவி, அதாவது ஒரு லீடர்ஷிப் குவாலிட்டிக்குள்ள போகும்போது அது ஒரு கனேடியன் பார்லிமெண்டா இருக்கலாம், யூரோப்பியன் யூஎன் இருக்கலாம், எனிவேர் போனாலும் எப்ப அவியல் ஒரு கரம் கொடுத்து மேல வரினமோ அந்த இடத்துக்கு போகும்போது அவியல் தாயத்தில் இருக்கிற மக்களா இருக்கலாம், இங்க இருக்கிற மக்களா இருக்கலாம், தங்கட கரம் கொடுத்து தூக்கும் போது அவியல் இடத்துல இருந்து தூக்கும் போது நிச்சயமா தமிழ் மக்களுக்கு, குறிப்பா தாயத்தில் இருக்க தமிழ் மக்களுக்கு பெரிய ஒரு விடிவு வரும். அப்படி ஒரு பாதையில தான் SACEM இங்க போய் கொண்டிருக்குது. இந்த பயணம் என்றது ஒரு கூட்டு பொறுப்பு, ஒரு கலெக்டிவ் ரெஸ்பான்சிபிலிட்டி. அந்த பயணத்துல உங்களையும் ஒருவனா நானும் தொடர்ந்தும் பயணிப்பேன் தெரிவிச்சுக்கொள்றேன். I want to congratulate again to each and every volunteer, especially the past president Quintus Thuraisingham Anna and the current president Chandrika Vijayaratnam Akka, and of course the advisory board Tirunavakarasu Anna, Jude Aloysius Anna, and many others who were even in the past and the current volunteers. So thanks to each and every one of you, not just as a MPP, and on behalf of the entire generation and the upcoming generation. I just want to take this opportunity to thank you. Thank you so much. I kindly would like to present an appreciation certificate on behalf of Ontario government to the SACEM board. Thank you.
All right, so can I invite the Vice President of Program, Kasturi, to please come into the hall? Kasturi. Vijay, as a Tamil community, we are also very proud of your achievements in such young age. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a big round of applause for being here and being a leader in our community. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, as we say, we have lots of entertainment to follow. And right now, we have super singer Ajesh Shivakumar, who is going to be delivering us a beautiful song. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is. அஜேஷை நீங்கள் எல்லாரும் மகனையோ பார்த்த மாதிரி இருக்குமென்று யோசிப்பீங்க. ஆனால் அவர் சூப்பர் சிங்கர் புகழ் பெற்றவர். நீங்கள் அவரை டிவியில் கனத்தரம் பார்த்துருப்பீங்க. மிக அழகாக எங்களுக்கு ஒரு இனிமையான பாடல் ஒன்றை வழங்கி இருக்கிறார். அவருக்கு மீண்டும் ஒரு முறை மன்னம் நிறைந்த கரோலி ஒலிக்கட்டும். Ladies and gentlemen, as the Honorable Minister Gary Anand Sangre said, the SACEM started 30 years ago. Some of the like-minded people in Toronto came together and formed the organization called SACEM. At that time, it was known as the Society for the Aid of Sri Lankan Ethnic Minorities. At that time, its focus was to help the people who are fleeing Sri Lanka to find a safe place in Canada. As we've been delivering some services for the newcomers, our organization is the ability to withstand and to able to celebrate 40 years it's through its time that it changes itself. It understands the needs of the community and able to develop programs to help the community. From SACEM as a society for the Sri Lankan ethnic minorities, today it is known as Society for the Community Empowerment. The SACEM has taken itself to bring about programs to empower the community to be part of the Canadian fabric. Ladies and gentlemen, an organization like this, to be functioning and to be celebrated, there are many who have gone forward before us, have spent their time and effort. At this time, we have Chandrika Vijayaratnam, who is leading this organization. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure in welcome the current president, Chandrika Vijayaratnam. Here she is. And ladies and gentlemen, just watch what she is wearing. There is a quiz little later on about it.
Thank you, our amazing MC, for that introduction. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. இனிய மாலை வணக்கம் உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும். On behalf of SACEM, I would like to welcome all of you to SACEM's 40th anniversary celebration. Thank you very much for coming and supporting our organization on this beautiful Friday evening. We extend our gratitude to all the esteemed guests. So, இன்னைக்கு வந்து SACEM வந்து 40வது ஆண்டு விழாவை கொண்டாடி கொண்டிருக்கும் இந்த நேரத்தில் இங்க வந்திருக்கிற எல்லாருக்கும் நாங்கள் எங்கள் மனமார்ந்த நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொண்டு SACEM சார்பாக உங்களை எல்லாம் வரவேற்பதில் மிக மிக மகிழ்ச்சி. So, we're expecting shortly our federal opposition leader. A big thank you to Honorable Pierre Poilievre for taking time out of his busy schedule to join us tonight. And we also extend our thanks to Honorable Minister Mary Ng. She couldn't be here tonight due to an official visit to Vancouver. However, Maliha Wilson, she's a President Markham Thornhill Liberal Association. She's here to read Mary Ng's message. So thank you so much, Maliha Wilson. And our appreciation already, Minister Gary Anand Singri was here. Thank you to Minister Gary Anand Singri as well. Also, we would like to extend our sincere thank you to MPP Vijay Thani Hasalam. He was here and he left. I think he has another event to attend. Thank you very much for him as well. At this time, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to our sponsors. Without our sponsors, this event wouldn't have been possible. So, thank you so much for all the sponsors for your generous support. Tonight, we have a fantastic lineup of performers here. Already we hear the beautiful voice of Ajish and we have had some instrumental music performances. Thank you so much. And I'm sure, I promise you all, this evening is going to be an amazing evening because our performers are super excited to make this evening a memorable one. So thank you very much. Yes. And also, our counselor, Markham counselor, Vinita Nathan is here. I'm sorry, I miss you, but thank you so much. She will shortly give her speech. Thank you so much. Also, a special thanks goes out to our loyal supporters who have been supportive of our organization and its mission for many years, and in some cases, decades. Thank you so much for all the volunteers. And a huge shout out to all the media personnel present tonight. Many of you are aware of SACEM here. Many of you are aware of SACEM, but for those who are new to our organization, let me share a few words about SACEM. So SACEM, the Society for the Aid of Community Empowerment, is a pioneer organization, community organization. It was established in 1983 to assist newcomers from Sri Lanka with immigration processes, temporary housing free of charge, and employment assistance. As time evolved, the challenges of our communities shifted. SACEM switched gears and continues to help the community to make informed decisions, to navigate new challenges within our society. During the pandemic, SACEM conducted many seminars on topics such as COVID vaccine, health and fitness, mental health, most recently, family finances, immigration, family law, challenges of students entering university, building career, and more. Today, SACEM celebrates the 40 years of, SACEM celebrates its 40 years as a community organization, and this is a significant milestone and achievement. We owe a great deal to all our volunteers and benefactors, past and present. Thank you very much, all the volunteers. Your dedication and contribution have been invaluable. I must take a moment to thank all our SACEM board members who have tirelessly contributed to our organization's success. I look forward to many more years of SACEM serving the community. As SACEM enters this new era, we want to continue the mission to empower the community through our services and be the beacon of light of our community so that the community continues to shine even brighter within the fabric of the Canadian society. All right. On this note of bright future for SACEM, let us all raise a toast to SACEM, to the success of SACEM. All right. So, இன்னைக்கு வந்து இந்த SACEM 40ஆம் ஆண்டு நிறைவு விழா 40ஆம் ஆண்டு இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியை செலிப்ரேட் பண்ணிட்டு இந்த நேரத்தில் இங்க வந்திருக்கிற எல்லாருக்கும் இன்னும் ஒரு முறை நான் நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொண்டு அவர்களை வருக என்று வரவேற்றுக் கொண்டு நீங்கள் இல்லாமல் SACEM இல்லை. நீங்கள் எல்லாரும் தான் SACEMத்துக்கு வந்து நிறைய ஆதரவுகள் வழங்கி தொடர்ச்சியான உங்களோட ஆதரவுகளை வழங்கி கொண்டிருக்கிறீங்க. சோ இன்னும் உங்களுடைய ஆதரவு வந்து எங்களுக்கு இருக்கும் என்ற நம்பிக்கையோட அது மட்டும் இல்லாமல் thank you again for joining us on this special occasion. Our wonderful performers are here to make this evening a memorable one. So I promise this evening is going to be an amazing one. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy the events. Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Thank you, Madam President. A volunteer organization like SACEM is only being able to deliver its services or even to have such a celebration because of the donors and contributors. So we'd like to recognize the gold sponsors, Research Group Empowering IP, Financial Advisor, the Corporators, the silver sponsors, TG Appraisals, Real Estate Appraisal, Law Firm Marketing, Chapel Ridge, Barrister and Solicitor at Notre Public, Farmer College, and MV Jaga as a personal contribution, and Sri Jayanathan as a personal contributor, and Registered Nutrition and Health Specialist. Bronze sponsors are York Immigration Service, MJ Law Firm, Bernadette Anthony Pilla Real Estate, J. Balan Realtor Remax Community. So ladies and gentlemen, with their support, we are able to hold an event today. As we continue with our programs, ladies and gentlemen, there is a cash bar. Please feel free at any time to go and help yourself with the drink. Like I said, if you drink, do not drive. So we're going to continue with the musical program. Ajesh Shivakumar and Anhar Asim will perform right now.
Hi everyone, hope you guys are doing well. Thank you everyone for coming for this amazing cause. And you guys have heard me sing, so now I'm passing it over to my friend Anhar to give you guys a beautiful piano solo. Can we get another round of applause for that wonderful performance? All right, guys, now we've heard a Tamil song and we've heard a Hindi song. Now it's time for something more Western. I'm gonna be singing Talking to the Moon by Bruno Mars, accompanied by Anhar on the piano.
When
Thank you. Thank you everyone so much for being such an amazing audience, and I'm just going to finish off with one last tiny portion of a song. மழைக்காகத்தான் மேகம் அடுக்கலைக்காகத்தான் நீயும் உயிர் கலந்தாடுவோம் நாளும் மகனே வா நீ சொந்த காலிலே நில்லு தலை சுற்றும் பூமியே வெல்லு இது அப்பன் சொல்லிய சொல்லு மகனே வா மகனே வா ஊருக்காக ஆடும் கலைஞன் தன்னை மறப்பான் தன் கண்ணீரை மூடிக்கொண்டு இன்பம் கொடுப்பான் பொழிகள் அழுபதி ஏது அடப்பறவையும் மழை அறியாது போர்க்களம் நீ புகும்போது முள் தைப்பது காலறியாது மகனே மகனே காற்றுக்கு ஓய்வென்பதேது அடையேது கலைக்கு ஒரு தோல்வி கிடையாது கிடையாது கிடையாது.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we recognize the two performers on stage, I'd like to invite Vanita Nathan to please come up on stage to recognize to the two performers.
Thank you, Jude. I don't think I was slated to speak, so I just wanted to wish SACEM another 40 years of service to the community. I wanted to recognize SACEM's services. I've been part of SACEM in many ways. As a service provider myself, I've been taught by SACEM about mental health. I've participated in a lot of their workshops, and I have given workshops myself. So in my 20 years of serving the community, SACEM has been part of my services along the way as well. I remember participating in Dr. Vasantham's program, Adukkum Appal, about 10 years ago, and how much of a hit that program was. And when during David Uncle's time, they did the best of both books for the Providence Center. Like that, not many organizations like SACEM survive in such a shoestring budget. They don't get regular funding, but they still make do and they're surviving, committed to serving the community. For that, hats off to them. And I would like to present this certificate to Chandrika if she's around, if she could come up.
Thank you, Vanita, for the kind words, and we were happy to work with you as SACEM members. Ladies and gentlemen, when special dignitaries come for such an event, it gives us great feeling that SACEM has contributed to the community. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest here. I may be biased in introducing him, but to do a proper introduction of this person, I'd like to welcome Anna Robertson, MP for King Vaughan. Ladies and gentlemen, here she is.
Thank you. Good evening. What a wonderful event. I have to say, looking around the room, ladies, you guys are outstanding. I love all the outfits. Beautiful. Give yourself a round of applause. So I'm here today to introduce a very special person. Pierre Poilievre is the leader of Canada's Conservative Party. He wants to restore Canada's promise. He will fight for a Canada that rewards hard work. He will put Canadians back in control of their lives. He will stop the out-of-control inflationary spending that has made life unaffordable. He will remove the gatekeepers that block Canadians from making things at home. He will restore safe streets. Pierre believes in a country where the state is the servant, not the master, where smaller governments make room for bigger citizens. Under Pierre's leadership, Ottawa will finally get out of the way of Canadians' future. I am so honored to introduce the next Prime Minister of Canada, who is well known, not just in Canada, but let me tell you, recently he has been known around the world. And he will be your next Prime Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honourable Pierre Poilievre.
Thank you very much to the great Anna Roberts, Member of Parliament, advocate for our seniors, and most of all, thanks to all of you and Wanakam. It's a pleasure to be here today to speak to the Society for the Aid of the Community Empowerment and to thank you for the incredible work that you've been doing. And it hits home for me because I'm someone who came from very humble beginnings. I was born to a 16-year-old mother, and she put me up for adoption to 2 school teachers. But they taught me that in Canada, it didn't matter where I came from, it mattered where I was going. It didn't matter who I knew, it mattered what I could do. And that is the country that my wife came to as a refugee. It's the country that we want for our kids and yours, and it's the country that you're all building here today and have been building for 40 years. As the Society for the Aid of Community Empowerment has helped people who are less fortunate, whether they're suffering with addiction, mental health struggles, loss of employment, poverty. Your society has raised money to lift them up and give them an opportunity. And boy, do we ever need that now more than ever. Everything feels broken in Canada. Life costs more, work doesn't pay, housing costs have doubled. Crime, chaos, drugs, and disorder are common in our streets after 8 years of Justin Trudeau. But the good news is that life was not like this before Mr. Trudeau, and it won't be like this after he's gone. We're going to turn the hurt that he has caused into the hope that Canadians need by bringing home lower prices, by axing the carbon tax and the inflationary deficits, bringing home powerful paychecks with lower income taxes that reward hard work, and by recognizing the qualifications of our immigrant professionals so that they can take a Blue Seal exam to prove they are qualified and work as doctors, nurses, architects, and other high-paying professions that we need in our economy. We will bring homes we can afford by removing the bureaucracy and red tape and taxes so that our builders can build more affordable homes. And we will bring home safety with jail and not bail for repeat violent offenders, with treatment and not decriminalized drugs for addicts, and with stronger borders to keep drugs and guns out, not by going after law-abiding hunters and farmers. And we will bring home freedom by putting parents back in charge of what they teach their kids and what values they hand down to their kids, rather than having those imposed upon them. It also means standing up for freedom in the world, and I'm proud that the Conservative Party has always stood with the Tamil people against the abuses of the Rajapaksas and the government in Colombo. And we will continue to do that. We want to see the Rajapaksas prosecuted, and we remember that it was the Harper government that pulled out of the Commonwealth meeting in Colombo in protest of the human rights abuses against the Tamil people. So I would like to invite Ravina, she's the president of the Tamil Congress, but more directly invite all of the board members of the Society of the Community for the Aid of the Community Empowerment to come on up on the stage so that I can present a wonderful certificate in honor of everybody. Jude,
Yes.
do you mind if I invite Ravina up here as well? Ravina, of course, is the president of the Tamil Congress and a wonderful friend of the community. What do you think? Absolutely. Let's give her a round of applause.
And could I invite the board members of SACEM to please come forward?
And Chandrika, the president of the society, to come on up. Other board members, I'd love to honor with you with a wonderful parliamentary certificate. Give them a big round of applause for all their incredible hard work. These are the people who are putting in the countless hours to make this such a success. So I am pleased to extend my warmest greetings to all of those attending the Society for the Aid of Community Empowerment 40th anniversary. Congratulations to the Society for the Aid of Community Empowerment on your 40th anniversary. On behalf of the Conservative Party of Canada, the Parliament, and all Canadians, I thank you for your precious work. Here I go.
on? Oh yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Pierre Poilievre will be circulating to the tables before we head out. So please, if you're at your table, have an opportunity to say hello to your next Prime Minister. So have a seat and he'll be right around. Thank you for coming and thank you for allowing us to share this beautiful event with you. Have a great night.
All right, beautiful, beautiful. Let's give him a big round of applause. அவங்க சைடால பார்த்து அந்த பாட்டு பாடி உங்களுக்கு கழுத்து சுருக்கி இருக்க நினைக்கிறேன். So the dancers, can I have you guys on stage for a second? Can I have you guys? And to recognize the dancers, can I invite gold sponsor Sendur and Pudinavel up on stage here, please. Arya Joshi. Hilmi, Meera, Riya, Sarah, and Yanuri. All right, how about you guys stay for one picture together?
மஞ்ச புஞ்சையும் தாரேன், 4 தோட்டம் எழுதி தாரேன், அன்னைக்கு போறது போல கண்ணி கொழப்பு பக்கம் வாடி. கஜம் தீன் தீன் கஜம் தக்கஜம் கஜம் தக்கஜம் கஜம் தரிகடஜம் கஜம் தரகடஜம் கஜம் ஜம் ஜம் கஜம் தக்கஜம் கஜம் தக்கத்தி தக்கஜம் தக்கத்தன்ன தக்கஜம் தக்கஜொன்னு தக்கஜம் தக்கத்தி தக்கஜம் தக்கத்தன்ன தக்கஜம் தக்கஜொன்னு தக்கஜம் தான். அழகால் உடல் பார்த்து அசைவாய் முகம் சாய்த்து அடிமேல் அடி வைத்து அழகாய் உன் கூத்து. அழகால் உடல் பார்த்து அசைவாய் முகம் சாய்த்து அடிமேல் அடி வைத்து அழகாய் உன் கூத்து. கொட்டும் இடி முழங்கதற்கும் தகதஜம் தகழந்த விண்முட்டும் வரை உயர்ந்த மூங்கில் இடை புகுந்த காற்றின் ராகந்தா. சுற்றும் மழை பொழிந்து பட்டு திரை புரண்டு மறந்து முகிலால் மனமகிழ்ந்து மகிழுடனாட கலையை ஆதியில் அறிந்த அறிவு ஜீவனும் நீதானோ. ஆடலை மனிதன் அறியச் செய்த அரும் பிறவியும் நீதானோ. ஆடற்கலையை ஆதியில் அறிந்த அறிவு ஜீவனும் நீதானோ. ஆடலை மனிதன் அறியச் செய்த அரும் பிறவியும் நீதானோ. பசுமை நிறை புல்வெளி மேடை மலர்களின் அருமணவாடை. பசுமை நிறை புல்வெளி மேடை மலர்களின் அருமணவாடை. மகளவன் அவன் விடை பெறும் வேளை பாரில் சிறந்த அரங்கேற்றம். ராபெரிக்கு ராவு ராவு நீ பார்த்தாலே தீயாவுதே தீ பிடிக்க ராவையாவு. மச்சத்தம் முறைச்சா அச்சத்த குறைச்சா இச்சத்தம் மறைச்சா மிச்சம் இல்லம்மா. மச்சமே நுவையா அச்சமே நெதையா இச்சமே நினையா மிச்சம் ஏமையா. வா నువ్వు కావాలయ్యా నువ్వు కావాలి రా 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 నువ్వు కావాలి.
Kavali ra 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 ra.
And ladies and gentlemen, this dance was organized for us for this evening by David and Savitri, who have been a very strong. David Uncle was a member of SACEM, and his wife, beautiful wife, organized these two lovely, beautiful dances. I like your smile, right? Very nice. And to recognize these two lovely people, I would like to welcome Thiru Thirichelvam, Chief Editor of Tamil Information. If I could please invite him. And this is Sanavi Suresh. And Sakhari Suresh. And ladies and gentlemen, if an organization has survived and thriving for 40 years, that means many have been part of this organization and served. So we have quite a few board members who have served in SACEM, and if I could ask them to please stand up, all the board members throughout the past 40 years, if you are here and you have served in the SACEM board, if you could please stand up. I see Mr. Thiru is still seated, okay. Thank you, and there's a couple of other members, there's quite a few members who are part of SACEM. And ladies and gentlemen, their dedication and their time and their serving the community, that's what has kept SACEM alive and being here today. So let's give them a big round of applause for all the board members. Thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time to say thank you. Thank you for all of you for being here. Thank you for the community support and everything. To do a proper thank you, I'd like to invite Sanjayan from SACEM to say the thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sanchayan. I'm a VP of Admin at SACEM. Thank you for all attending this joyous milestone occasion of 40 years of SACEM, a pioneer in the organization in the Tamil community. I've been tasked with providing a vote of thanks to the wonderful people here today to celebrate this event, starting from the Honorable Leader and the Opposition of the Conservative Party, Pierre Poilievre, Honorable Minister Gary Anandasangari, Minister of Crown Indigenous Relations, Member of Parliament, Scarborough Rouge Park, Vijay Thanagasalam, MPP, Rouge Park, Associate Minister of Transportation, Councillor Juanita Nathan, Ward 7, Markham, venue organizers, JC Banquet Hall, staff, DJs, our MC today, Jude Aloysius, volunteers, sponsors, media, and performers, SACEM board members, collaborative partners, and members of the community for making this event a successful one. Many thanks for your participation and the collaboration and support.
Let's meet on the dance floor. Have a good night. And before that, before we go, I have a very special person who is here, who is celebrated her 90th birthday. And she is here with us to celebrate SACEM's 40. So if I could ask our Thayisidul Kalundu Dikkacholi, Parameswari Pararajasingham. Ladies and gentlemen, இதோ உங்களை ஒரு முறை மன்னம் நிறைந்த கருவோலி 90 வயதானாலும் இன்று எங்களோடு இந்த விழாவை சிறப்பிக்க வந்ததுக்கு அவருக்கு எமது மனமார்ந்த நன்றிகள். பிறந்த நாள் வாழ்த்துக்கள் அம்மா. நன்றி.